I'm back with a retro video today, and we're going to be looking at Canakit's RetroPie gaming kit. First, let me say a big thank you to OkDo for sending me this to review for you today. So we're going to take a look at a few things. We'll have a look at what comes inside the box and how to put it all together. Then we're going to test and see what games are on there, and if not, we'll have a look at how to load them on there. Remember, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and be sure to comment down below. Give me a follow on social media and all the links are down in the description below. So for now, let's get to it. So this is the kit right in front of me. I'll show you straight up. It says on here that it has the Raspberry Pi 3 Model B. It has the Raspberry Pi 3 Model B Plus in there, a gig of RAM, onboard Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. It comes with an SD card, so we're going to see if there is anything loaded on there. I'm not sure if there is or there isn't. The OS download wizard, a USB micro SD card reader, a power adapter, the Pi switch for on and off, retro gaming case, 2 game pads, a high quality HDMI cable and 2 aluminium heat sinks. So let's have a quick look inside, and this is what comes inside the box. So we start with the HDMI cable. So we did mention we had the high quality HDMI cable, which is here. It's saying thank you for your purchase, and we have some free direct customer service for you, so you can email them just here. We have the on-off switch, so this looks like, you can hear that just there. We have the heat sinks. We have 1 gamepad, so this is definitely bringing back some memories. It's not bad. It's obviously plastic, you don't really expect much more than that with a few buttons. So that's 1. And this is the second one. So the cable looks to be a decent length, probably about, I'd say about 2 meters probably in terms of the length for it. These are all the bits for the Raspberry Pi, so this is all sealed up. So inside here you have the different world adapters for the plug. And you have another plug in there, and then you have the actual one itself. So that is a USB, micro USB in there. Noob's kit, so it's already preloaded on here. Pre-programmed memory card may appear as 1 gig when inserted to a PC because it's pre-partitioned. So that's all on here, and it shows you how to insert the USB, micro USB. So I've never seen one like this before. It's definitely different. It comes with a screwdriver, so we can put it all together. So we're going to look at that shortly. The Raspberry Pi itself, it says the 32 gig SD card is already inside. And I'm guessing this is the case. So let's quickly open this. So inside here, we have the retro gaming case. So this looks quite cool. Opens up just like that. It's got a Canakit on the front. Yeah, I think that's about it really. So yeah, let's put this all together. So let's put this to the side. There are a couple more bits, sorry. So we have a quick start guide, which shows you what you need to do. So there you go. So that's all that bit there. Just basically saying about the SD card itself. So let's pop this to the side and let's put it together. This is everything you're going to need. So let's start by opening up the Raspberry Pi. Oh, made a bit of a hash of that one, but hey. So that's the Raspberry Pi. There's a couple of boxes in there. I think you get these standard when you buy the bits. This is the SD card, so it did say it was inside. It says it's a pre-programmed one, so let's have a quick look at how we get this set up. The heat sinks, which we need to install here and here. So we'll go ahead and install those shortly, and then we can pop it into here once we're done. So I'm going to quickly go off and install the heat sinks. So to get this installed, we'll take out the 4 screws, we'll pop that in here, we'll pop this on here, like so. There we go, you can see that's all fit in, and then the screws go into here to tie the 2 bits together. So let's pop one in. And that's 4. So you can see on the sides just here, you've got the power, HDMI, audio. You've got access to network cable and USBs just here. And on the back this side, you've got the micro SD card as well. So what I'm going to do before I do anything, I'm just going to pop this SD card in, and I want to power it up to see what happens really, to see if anything comes out of it or if there's anything pre-installed. So let's see what comes within the box itself. So let's pop this in. So there we go, we just go ahead and slide that in, and that goes in. You can see that's in now already. And yeah, we're going to basically plug the power into here for this side, and then we'll plug the power into this side here. This gives us that on and off switch that we were talking about earlier, so we can turn the Pi on and off. It doesn't shut it down cleanly, I don't believe. It's just going to pull the power from it. Then we've got the HDMI cable. We'll use this to connect up to a screen, but I'm going to put you into the PC because, or into my cam link, so you can see what I'm doing. And then we have these USB cables to go in the front just here. So I'll plug one in for now just to see how it goes. So yeah, let's switch over to the computer and let's see how this boots up. So I've gone ahead and plugged this all in. As I mentioned to you earlier, I even have my remote control here as well. So that's ready to go too. So this is what it looks like when you first plug in the Pi. So what you literally need to do, make sure you have a network connection on it. There doesn't seem to actually be an option for, what is there? There doesn't seem to be an option for Wi-Fi here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there is an option for Wi-Fi. So I've actually plugged in via a cable anyway. So I had. So if I click wired connection and click OK, that's already picked up an IP. We then click add OS. And you can see here we have RetroPie. So we don't want the classic operating system. We want the RetroPie. So we're going to let that go off and download and install, and then as soon as that's done we will be back. Okay, so that's gone ahead and gone and installed. So what we need to do is just go ahead and click exit, and that will reboot the RetroPie, and hopefully it will boot into the RetroPie OS. So there you go, you just need to select what you want to do and it will boot in by itself in 3 seconds anyway. And there you have the RetroPie logo. So let's see what we have to do next. We'll give that a few seconds to load in the background, and it says there's one gamepad detected. So it says hold a button on your device to configure it. So let's go ahead and press a button. So the first button is D-pad up. So we press up, then down, then left, then right. Start, select A, B, X and Y. There's left shoulder and right shoulder. So there's more buttons on here. So what this allows you to do is actually go ahead and configure something else. So if you have a PlayStation controller or an Xbox controller, you can go ahead and configure those. But to skip them, you just hold one button down and it will skip over them as you go through. Okay, there we go. That seems to be done now. So it's saying to select the audio output. So we'll just leave that to auto. And then OK. There we go. So here we go. This is we're in here now. I'm just going to quickly show you how you would go about adding some ROMs into the server itself or onto the RetroPie. So you can go to the Mac and go to connecting to server and type in RetroPie. And then it's going to say to you where do you want to connect to or what do you want to mount to. So we want to go to ROMs, which I believe is already mounted. So because that's already mounted, I'm just going to show you here. This is what you would do. Go to ROMs and it gives you, if I just put this as a list, these are all the different ones you can buy or get games for. As I was showing you, the N64 one, that's where I've popped the games in. So you can literally just copy them across and you can play either game. What I'll probably do is demo the Mario 64, but you can see you can add in so many different games as well. There's a ton down here, so you can go crazy. Once you've gone ahead and loaded the games, quickly reboot the RetroPie and it will come back up and it will give you these options. So you can see I have the N64 just here, so I can click into that and it tells me there's 2 games available, and now you can see Mortal Kombat 4 or Super Mario Kart. So I'm going to go ahead into Super Mario Kart. And then it just goes off and loads into the game. Do remember back in 1996 when you were probably playing this game, it does take a little while to load, so do be patient. And once you're here, you can see just here, you can go ahead and press start and you go into the game. So right now I'm playing Mario Kart on the N64, and I actually cannot remember the last time I played this. So it's just, I've literally just started the game and it's just given me some bits that I need to do, so I'm just going through the instructions. Again, at the moment, it's just a case of running through quickly and seeing how it performs. And to be fair, yeah, this is a very old game, so I'm assuming that the specs of the machines back then weren't that powerful. So this seems to be running perfectly fine. There are a lot more you can get out there. There's different kind of emulators you can get for different operating systems. As I showed you earlier, there's that full list. Now, I will say how you acquire your ROMs. There are ways that you can acquire them, but do keep them legal and see what you can find out on the web. This is also running on the Raspberry Pi 3B. There is also the Raspberry Pi 4B, which you can also purchase to run this on. There's a different way to set it up, but the general concept is the same. You would just swap out the Raspberry Pi board. So if you're finding some of the newer games, maybe something for the PS2 or the PSP that's running a bit slower, then you can go ahead and purchase the Raspberry Pi 4B and get yourself something a little bit more powerful. I'm not going to continue playing this game much more. I just wanted to show you the concept of how it worked. I hope you found this video useful. Let me know if you would use something like this. Do you miss playing these kind of games? Or if you have one already, what are your favourite games? Let me know down in the comments below. This is InsideWire, and I'll see you in the next one.